What is going on, guys? Ironflash here with a movie review for you today. Just ignore the fact that I am in my work gear. I am currently going to work. I am slowly feeling better from the cold that I've gotten. Granted, my allergies aren't helping, and the cold weather and constant change here in Texas is not helping me at all. But here I am. I have gone to see Ghostbusters Afterlife twice now, and I absolutely loved it both times. The storytelling in the movie was fantastic, and the actress that plays Phoebe is pretty much the person that carried that movie. Her and Podcast. Podcast was a very good comic relief. You know, back in the 80s, we had Bill Murray as the comic relief. But Podcast really carried that load during this movie, and he did a phenomenal job. And I was very happy with the job that they gave him, with the character that they gave him. So, kudos to the younger actors in this movie. They stuck with the same story almost as like the first two. And I forgot that damn ghost's name. But the main antagonist, with her needing the keymaster and the gatekeeper to, you know, do the dirty, I should say, so they could Gozer is the name, so they could release Gozer into the world. I know a lot of people aren't gonna agree with my take on this movie. I loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. Obviously, it's not going to be like the original movies, which is okay. You know, it's a newer film for a newer generation, and even for the older generation, just to see the direction that they're taking this movie in, and the franchise, because we've all seen the all-female cast one. It did not live up to expectation, and that's okay. I thought it was a okay movie, but it was not a good or great movie, in my eyes, at least. But yeah, I loved the character of Phoebe. Phoebe was she was so adorable and just so quirky in the sense of her being an outcast from the rest of the world, just like Spangler was. And we're gonna get to Egon Spangler here in a minute. She looked just like him. I loved it. I loved the little attention to details that they gave to the character. At the beginning, you're supposed to guess that it's him running away from the ghosts. I had a feeling just by whenever they kind of showed his shadow and you seen the circular glasses, I was like, oh, okay, that's Spangler. And I was very curious to know if they were going to bring the original cast back. I mean, I knew they had teased one of them in the trailer, but whenever they finally showed him, I got very emotionally happy just to see the first Ghostbuster first. And when they all showed up at the end to fight Gozer, it was just amazing, because Bill Murray is going to be Bill Murray, and then just the distractions that they tried doing. It was a fantastic hello, welcome back, we're still here type of thing for the original Ghostbusters. And it was so great to see them. As old as they are, yes, they're old. It was fantastic to see them. I was very happy indeed to see them. I think, and this happened to me both times I went to go see the movie, the send-off that they gave Harold or Spangler was beautiful. It was beautifully done. He didn't even have to say any words, and it's crazy to see how far technology has come in the sense of placing somebody there that's not really there, you know, because may he rest in peace, Harold. His son was the director of this movie, and he gave his father a fantastic and beautiful send-off. And I was very happy to see it. Both times I cried. From the minute that he shows up to help Phoebe fight Gozer and just wraps his hand on her hand and arm to hold the proton blaster, that's when all the hairs in my body stuck up, and I just felt it. And then and when they showed him, and I was just mesmerized by how good he looked for a CGI figure. And he looked just like he did nearing his final years in our world. And I lost it. I completely lost it. And when they're all saying goodbye to him, well, of course Bill Murray is gonna be Bill Murray, and it gave me some laughs when he was like, I figured he'd come, or you'd show up. Gotta love Bill Murray. But whenever everybody was saying goodbye to him, that was probably one of the biggest tugs at the heart that you could feel, because I might have not been an 80s baby, but I grew up watching the movies, and I know when he says goodbye to his daughter in the movie, in my eyes I see it as he is saying goodbye to his son in that sense. And he did a beautiful send-off for him to just be just to say goodbye. And I'm sure it was a tough scene to film and a tough scene to edit, and for him to see it, I want to know what his take was just whenever he saw it on the big screen after all post-production was done. Very, very curious to hear his thoughts on that, and even the rest of the cast, because it was just so amazingly done. And there are 2 after credits in the movie, so stick around if you guys want. Or if you guys are watching this it's a spoiler review, but if you guys did not stay for the after credits, there are 2 after credits. One of them, I'm trying to remember because my mind is all over the place. But I know one of them is them reopening up the fire station and the light coming on. So they're not done yet. This opens up a world of possibilities for the Ghostbusters franchise. The first one was Bill Murray, and I can't think of the actress's name, but it's from when he used to do the when he used to shock his students, but it's him instead, claiming that he's a psychic. Yeah. It's a great send off for those for those 2 characters. I don't know if they're leaving or if they might come back in some sense, because I know Bill Murray wants to play a ghost in the Ghostbusters franchise. But yeah, I thought it was a fantastic movie. I know there's going to be a divide between the Ghostbusters community, as in the people that grew up watching them in the 80s to the people that are new fans to the franchise. I went into this movie open-minded, and I was very excited because I know they had teased the original cast in there, but to bring them back all together like that was really, honestly, really, really good and really well put together, because it wasn't too much and it wasn't too little. So they got their credit, So I'm curious to see where the franchise is going to go after this. I would definitely recommend you guys to go watch it. Even if you've seen the spoiler review, doesn't matter. I definitely recommend you guys to go watch it. But I truly thought it was a fantastic movie. It was very well put together, and it wasn't all randomly placed everywhere with just random crap happening. So with that being said, guys, hit the like button, subscribe. Don't forget to ding that bell. Ironflash is out of here.